having been in Gus's offense for a couple of years now, and this year, so many of these guys were learning it for the first time. When did you start to feel like, okay, these guys are starting to get it, and the offense is starting to look like it's supposed to look like?
I had that feeling back in the spring when guys truly started to surround around Tommy, and he really took that leadership role to the next level. I think that's where we started seeing it. Guys were trusting guys, and we started flying around, and you started seeing the chemistry of what we truly could be.
Brendan, you're left.
Following up on that, what did Tommy do to endear himself to players to build that trust that you mentioned?
I think he does a lot of different things. Like we do a lot of off the field things. Like today he's grilling out. Today's birthday, but he invited the whole offense over. So he's been able to have different connections with all of the offensive guys, and he spends a lot of time with us. Like I have past experience with him, but we do a lot of different things outside of football.
Brendan?
What have you seen from some of the younger tight ends, specifically like Amari Williams, Landon Thomas? Because you get to see Amari a ton, I guess, in the spring of that position. Curious what your thoughts are on him.
I think I've definitely just seen a lot of versatility. You know, I mean, like those guys are young. They play a lot of ball too. They really held the team last year. I think that they're both physical guys. They can make plays when the ball's in the air, and they truly give our team an advantage.
Liam?
We saw that Chase Lofton, he came in as a tight end, but he gets put in the wide receiver role as a backup. What have you seen from him and his versatility and the ability to kind of play multiple positions?
I think this is big frame and being willing to make plays and having the ability to go up and make big plays has really been a big thing for him. I think his courage and his pride, he's been able to go out there and play relentless and free. As a young guy, it's kind of hard to go out there and play free so young, but he's been getting after it.
Chris?
What makes tight end fun in a Gus Malzahn offense? I think I've asked you this before,
Yeah,
actually,
I think it's just versatile. You know, I think there's a lot of things that we're able to do. There's a lot of situations that we could be put in, and that's like the whole offense. You know, we use guys and manipulate defenses in a variety of ways.
Ira?
You've got a reputation of being a physical guy, a tough guy. Are there other guys on offense other skill position guys that you've looked at and been like, okay, these guys, I like the way these guys play?
Yeah, I think we definitely got a physical bunch. I think like guys like Elijah Moore, Deuce Robinson, Michael Pettis. I love Luke's game. He's one of the best centers I've ever seen play. Amari Williams, he comes off the ball like freight train. But I think we got a real physical group overall.
Brendan?
What stands out about Luke being one of the better centers you've ever seen?
Specifically, I just think he has, like for him, he's a smaller guy. You know, he's not really the biggest guy, but he's a savvy guy. You know, he has a lot of finesse to his game, and I give him kudos to that.
Ira?
Coach Norvell sounded real happy when we talked to him yesterday just about the competitiveness and fight this team has shown. Have you guys had to control it in practice? Has it gotten, feisty?
Yeah, I think it gets up there. You know, I think guys like every day we really do come to compete. You know, I think guys come out and Coach Norvell comes out every day and he challenges us to be our best. And I really think guys come to practice every day with the approach to bring their best. And I feel like you got to believe in yourself, and that's what we do. We believe ourselves, but we compete at the highest level that we can in a controllable way out there.
Corey?
Your freshman year at UCF, you played with Plumlee, who was an exceptional athlete too. How does Tommy compare to him, just athletically, getting out of the pocket, doing the kind of special things that really mobile quarterbacks can do?
Yeah, I think they definitely have some similarities to thinking about things like speed and the ability to make guys miss and get into a perimeter and extend plays. I just think overall, I think Tommy's an elite quarterback. I really think he could really help our team and put us in position to be a real successful football team.
Does he even surprise you maybe with the athleticism?
I mean,
Plumlee was really athletic too.
Yeah, Plumlee was athletic. I don't really think Tommy surprises me. You know, I've had my time at UCF with Tommy, so I seen it. You know, we were in the same group back then, so I've seen a lot. You know, I've seen flashes, but just being here, just the ability to make people miss. He's like Flash, man. He got some wheels. I'm not sure how fast he is in his 40 time, but he's rolling. I think just the ability to extend plays, and when he does tuck it and run, he's real fast.
Ira?
I want to ask you about a couple guys on defense. When the depth chart came out, some people were surprised to see AJ Cottrell at linebacker, Donnie at safety. I'm sure you go up against those guys a lot of practice.
Yeah.
how quickly is a guy that maybe wasn't recruited or doesn't have the fanfare like some of these other guys? Is it hard for those guys to earn your respect? Oh, and how did they?
Well, a guy like AJ Contrell, I didn't know his story, you know, but when I got here, like he has a real fundamental game. He has a real nasty snag. Like he snagged me a couple times, and I had to adjust. And I gave him his props for it, and I asked him, like, you know, what are you thinking before you collision a snag, you know? And he gave me a couple tips on how to stay engaged on the block. But just looking at a guy like that that's been a walk-on that used to pay his own way and now has an opportunity to really help the team, I think I got a lot of respect for those guys. And guys like Donnie too. Donnie's made a lot of plays. I see a lot of old film where he's really helped the team in special teams. So I have a lot of respect for those guys.
Brendan?
Do you appreciate the coaches are giving those guys a chance because of how they performed?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think with walk-ons and stuff like that, I think that they're in a position to do it because they love it. You know, I think you know, they're not blessed enough to get the things that a lot of people that are, you know, given a scholarship are got. Like, so when you think about their process and waking up every day and being here and essentially being a dummy, but those guys loved it. They cherished it. They came out every day and they practiced hard. And Coach Norvell seen some of them and gave them an opportunity.
As one?
When you look at an Alabama defense that plays at 4-2-5, what are the challenges of that? What are some of the opportunities as a tight end going up against that?
I think that just looking at their defense overall, big picture, I think there's some physical guys. You know, they fly to the ball. I think they're used to Alabama. I think we just have to prepare in our own way and be prepared for what's to come.
Ira?
Like, just as a guy that's played a lot of college football, but getting your first chance to wear this uniform in that stadium with Alabama, like, I mean, is this something that you're thinking about all the time, even when you're not in practice? How excited are you?
I've been thinking about this since January 3rd when I got here, but yeah, it's definitely exciting. You know, I'm just trying to stay calm, and you know, now this game week, it's all about preparation. You know, I believe you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your level of preparation. So I'm just trying to prepare myself as best as I can. I'm trying to bring the team along and be the best leader that I can to help us be prepared.
Anything else for Randy? Okay.
Thanks,
Thanks, Randy.
Thanks, Randy.